welcome to a preview of the Australian Open 2011. I'm Leon Blanche and I'm going to be joined very shortly by a lady who certainly has her finger on the pulse when it comes to ladies tennis. She plays a little bit herself, she's not that good really, but maybe she'll be able to give us a couple of winners for the men's and the women's events down in Melbourne, Australia. Here is Nicola McGeady. So Nicola, we're going to first look now at the men's tournament. Roger Federer, the defending champion, is he the likely favourite for the tournament which starts on Sunday night?
Yeah, he's back to his best. He won the Men's World Tour final there at the back end of last year. He also took the Doha title last week. He really is back to his best, and he always ups the ante when it comes to Melbourne. I think he is going to defend his title at 7-4. You can never rule out Rafael Nadal. He's at 15-8. He's the second favourite. He does appear to be playing some good tennis and back to his best. He reached the semi-finals in the Doha tournament last week despite having a fever.
Is he still trying to get over those little bit of injury worries that we see in the newspapers all the time? Like, Nadal is such a big guy, plenty of muscle. Has he pushed that boat too far?
Yeah, he has had plenty of injury problems over the years, but they've all had it. But he is back to the top of his game as well. Like, we did see him put up a good fight despite being sick. It wasn't injuries, it was just a fever. Nadal, he couldn't have more of an incentive to win this because he'll be going to hold all 4 major trophies this year if he does win it. So that's a huge incentive. And I know he is going to planning to take a month off next month, so he's going to be really pushing everything he's got to take this title and get all 4.
And just looking at the kind of draw, Nicola, he is in the most difficult side of the draw because he's also got Andy Murray of Scotland and he's also got Djokovic, so he's going to have to come through a couple of tough games. If he probably is to meet Federer, who has the easier side of the draw, he should make it through to the final.
I think Nadal will be safe enough. I think he is the better out of those players you mentioned. I don't think I'm going to put Murray. I don't think he's going to do very well. He's been pushed out to the 5th seed now, and he's going to have to get through, as you said, the likes of Djokovic, Nadal, or even Federer to win this tournament. And he's at 7-1. I know he has a lot of fans out there, but I can't see him winning.
Andy, you better start tweeting, but McGeady doesn't think you're winning. We're going to go on now to the women's tournament. And in a way, Nicola, I think the women's tournament offers the punters a little bit more value because even if you have a favourite, more often than not, the favourite does not win these big women's tournaments. Clijsters, she should surely be favourite. Looking at her form from 2010, can she carry that into 2011? Yeah,
well, with the absence of Serena Williams, I'm sure a lot of the women are delighted she's not there due to injury. The tournament is wide open. There's anyone from 8 women in the tournament who has a genuine chance. You have Clijsters, she has a great chance, and I definitely think we'll see her in the semis and the finals. You look at Justine Henin, she's the second favourite at 6-1, but she's been out of the game for a couple of months with injury, and I don't see her replicating the form she had last year. The pick for me has to be Zvonareva. She's in there good value at 9-1. She's reached the last 2 Grand Slam set finals, and I think she has experience up against Clijsters, as we've seen in the US Open. She got to the final, but she managed to lose. I think she's learned from her mistakes and maybe is going to go that one step further and win. And
just looking at that, thank God McGeady hasn't gone for another favourite. I'm sure you're all delighted with that. She's gone for a 9-1 outsider.
It up, 9-1.
I'm looking at Venus Williams, Nicola, around about a 20-1 chance. I know she's getting on in a few years. She's not as good as her sister, who you rightly said is not at the tournament this year. Could she pull off a shock?
No, traders are writing her off now. As we've seen, 20-1. It's quite a big price for Venus Williams. Maybe she needs her sister there behind her.
Yep.
But she just hasn't won in a while. We're not seeing her, win the trophies. Serena is the dominating one of the sisters. I wouldn't back her.
And just looking at my all-time favourite, Maria Sharapova. But please, Maria, give out them grunts. Stop them, will you? We don't want to be hearing them. We want to see your backhand.
Let's not talk about Sharapova.
She's in there
I know
at
you
14-1. The Russian beauty that she is. She'll be nice and tan too down under. Like, will she be able to get that backhand
money,
into
though.
action?
We're not looking to find women here.
No, we're not. But I'm just, I'm sure all our male viewers out there will be dying to see Maria Sharapova.
She does have a chance. I would put her. I wouldn't rule her out altogether at 14-1. I suppose there's a bit of value, but I still think there's a lot stronger women in there to beat her.
Well, there you have it. That's our lady on the pulse. She knows what's happening in ladies tennis and, of course, men's tennis. Follow her tips and see, can she finally not tip a favourite that may win a big tournament?